Hello everyone, welcome to the new episode of our YouTube series Peer, Profess and the Vibrant Wings. So today we are going to talk about reproduction related to production and all the related things that a farmer should know. So for that, today we are having with us the principal of Khalsa College of Veterinary and Animal Sciences, Dr. Harish Kumar Verma. So welcome sir.
Thank you.
So to begin with the basics, sir, tell us about what is reproduction.
Well, reproduction is very important for the farmers, for the welfare of the animals, as well as for the society. Well, it literally means to reproduce, to produce or reproduce. It can be sexual, it can be asexual. Asexual when the genetic material from individual produce identical genetic material offsprings. It can be through parthenogenesis, fragmentation, binary fission, budding. But the sexual reproduction is when the genetic material of two different individuals produce one different or diverse offspring. That is sexual reproduction. It can be through natural mating or artificial insemination or other biotechnological tools, we can say. And it has, the sexual reproduction is very important. It has a certain gestation period. Then and then the reproduction will take place.
Yes. So as our profession is dealing with the animals, so tell us about reproduction in animals.
We must understand the reproduction in animals is totally different than Homo sapiens, human beings. In Homo sapiens, a simple attraction can lead to the reproduction. But in animals, in domestic animals, or if we talk about wild animals, there is a definite period. In that period, the female, it can be cow, it can be buffalo, it can be goat, it can be sheep. Any female animal accepts the male in that particular period, and that is the period is known as estrus or heat. In that period, the female accepts the male, otherwise it does not accept the male. So in that period, when the owner is able to catch that period, and that leads to the activity, sexual activity, then and then the reproduction will take place. So it's totally different than Homo sapiens, and we must understand that, and the farmer should act according to that particular period.
All right, sir. So, sir, please elaborate the basic principle of reproduction.
Continuing with that estrus period, in that estrus period, there are the behavior signs that is depicted by the female. It can be certain activity, it can be some discharge, it can be some pheromones. So, due to those activity, actions, behaviors, the male is able to catch this animal is in heat, and it is attracted towards the female. So for reproduction or first estrus signs, we can say when the farmer should observe, the basic principle is the animal should not be hungry. It should not be we are feeding the animal and we are observing for estrus. That's not correct. Or if we are watering the animal, the animal should be comfortable. There should not be any stress, disease, trauma to the animal. If animal is free from any disease, stress, trauma, or is not hungry, then and then there can be the estrus signs. We must observe the estrus signs, and on the basis of those estrus signs, we must act. Either we can go for the mating or we can go for the artificial insemination. So that is the basic principle the farmers must understand to detect the heat or to capture the heat.
So as we get to know about reproduction in animal and its basic principle, so sir, tell us about how this domain is important for farmers.
I always say reproduction is a luxury. For luxury, maintenance is required. If we have got excess money, we can purchase a car, or we can go with a scooter or a cycle. So reproduction car is a luxury, and its maintenance is required. So we have to spend a lot on that. So reproduction is just like that. There is no urge on the part of animal to reproduce. That is a particular period and in that period it accepts the milk. Otherwise, it's the need for the owners. We want there is maximum production. That's why we say the target of a gynecologist calf, one calf in a year, a calf at foot every year. So that means when the calf will come, the milk will come. So for milk is not for the society. The milk is for the calf. But the dairy trait of the animals, the scientists have taken it to such a level, the milk produced, so much amount of milk is produced by the animal that cannot be consumed by the calf, then and then it's available to the society. Another is, we can get the milk without the calf. That is also the scientists, the gynecologists, or the reproduction people, they are working 24/7 to get the milk. And that is possible by giving a certain protocol of hormones. We can administer those hormones into the animal, into a adult animal, by checking the eligibility. It's a good then other parameters related to that, and then we inject the hormones, we can get the milk. The milk will come, we can have the milk for 7-8 months, we can say up to one lactation, but when that milk will come, from where the future progeny will come. So it is very important the animal must reproduce. So coming back to luxury, the luxury maintenance is required. So I say, though animal has to be comfortable, animal has to be disease free. So we have to keep the animal in such a way, in such an environment, that it is forced to show the stress signs. Then and then we are able to catch, and we'll do the activity, and then we'll go for AI or mutual mating, and then we can have the reproduction. So that's why I say it's a luxury, and for luxury maintenance is required, and that maintenance is in the form of the good management, health management, feeding management, and the proper space available, watering available to the animals, stress free, seasonal maintenance, all these things, when those are combined, and then the animal is forced to show those signs, and then the further activity will take place.
Yes, sir. So as you mentioned about the milk production and cattle production, so what is the status of milk production in our state?
It is well known fact that India is number one in milk production from last more than 25 years, and we are producing more than 200 million liters of milk, and the UP is number one in Punjab, in whole of the country, then followed by Rajasthan, Andhra Pradesh, Gujarat, and in Punjab we are producing around 7% of the milk of the country. But interestingly, we are having only 2% of the animals. We are having only 65 lakh of buffaloes and cattle, and those are producing around 7% of milk of the country, and the per capita availability of milk is maximum in the country in our animals or in our state. You talk of buffalo, you talk of indigenous cattle, you talk of crossbred, the milk productivity in a lactation is much higher compared to other states, or compared to the animals those are reared in other states or at national level.
Good. So as you mentioned that cattle production is a luxury for the farmers, so what the farmer should know about reproduction?
Cattle production is not luxury, but the cattle reproduction is a luxury. But the farmer must understand, our farmers, our dairy farmers, especially those are cattle farmers, those are at disadvantage. 15 to 20% of the income, if we compare globally, that is coming through one-way ticket. That means the animal is going to and coming in a packed form, in a tin form, that is put under the plate. But under Indian conditions, it is unethical to do or think for that. So that's why I always say, our cattle farmers especially, those are at a disadvantage of 15 to 20%, where globally they are getting the income from those under the one-way ticket. So that means our farmers have to really do excellent management, so then we can compete with those farmers, those are having 15 to 20% advantage. We must understand, or the farmer must understand, if a animal one heat is missed, that will minimum cost to a farmer 9 to 10,000 rupees, and a veterinarian says it's a repeater. That means 3 times we have tried, it has not settled down, it has not conceived. That means already the farmer has lost around 30,000 rupees or more than that, or 40,000 rupees. That's why he is forced to leave that cattle on the road. That is the main cause of the abandoning of animals coming on the roads. So farmer is forced to do that. But in case of buffaloes, that is not, you will not find any buffalo roaming on the road, because that can be put under the blade, and that is, even the dying buffalo will pay the farmer. So our state is having, that's why our state is having 40 lakh buffaloes, and is best breeds of the buffaloes of the country, or the reason we can say of the world, is in Punjab, Haryana, northern India, and now the trend is of fast food. Mozzarella is very common, and the Punjab state can become a hub of mozzarella cheese, because the mozzarella, beautiful mozzarella, is produced from the milk from the buffaloes. So it can be a win-win situation for the Punjab state. But the farmers must understand, they must detect the animal in heat, and they must keep the record. They must, if you are leaving animal to be taken care by your attendant, then that will not serve your purpose. You have to, the owner has to really go to the animals, observe them, and keep the record. Then you will be able to catch that period in which the animal is showing activity or the behavior signs of heat, stress. Then we can catch and do the further activity.
So you have talked about the various signs of heat or heat detection protocols. So can you please elaborate the various heat detection protocols and how a farmer detects heat?
That is most important, and most of the farmers know it. But still, if the animal will come into heat when it has got the proper body weight. And in case of buffalo and cattle, the young buffalo heifers, we can say, or the young cow heifer, the minimum weight should be around 300 kg. If the weight is not, body weight is not 300 kg, then is 200 kg, 200 kg at the age of 6 years, or we can have 200 kg at the age of 15 months. So before that, if that body weight is not coming, then the size of a uterus will not be okay, and animal cannot sustain the pregnancy, and there will be conception failure, and then there will be lot of, so that depends upon the management. The body weight will come only when all the systems of the animals are working normal. That means animal is healthy. If animal is healthy, uterus will be healthy. Uterus will be healthy, then there will be the Easter signs will be proper, and will be able to catch that. So that means I say reproduction is luxury, but the main axle is the uterus. If uterus health, uterine health, the farmer is able to diagnose that uterine health, then will be able to catch the animals in heat, and that will be depicted through the periodic signs of estrus in the form of mucus discharge. That mucus discharge depicts the health of the uterus. It should be stingy, long stings should be, it should not be opaque, there should not be any color, and it should be transparent, and there should not be any foul smell or something of flakes in that. And that, if that is clear, stingy, transparent, that means the uterus is healthy. It is coming from the uterus, from the cells. So that is very important. The farmer must understand that, and that is one. Then the following animal frequent urinating, then the milk yield will be less, it will be hyperactive, and it will be mounting on the animal, allow the mounting, all such behaviors, signs will be there, and writing that date on a diary or recording that will help the farmers to see the further signs after 3 weeks. And then if we have gone for the AI or the nature meeting, then we, on the basis of non-return rate, the animal is not showing again Easter signs after 3 weeks, that means we can consider this animal as a pregnant.
Okay, sir. So sir, please tell us about more good management practices or ideal reproduction practices for ideal reproduction?
Yeah. The good management first is the nutrition is very, very important. In management and nutrition, so every animal should have 40 to 50 kg of green that should be available, free access of water, then concentrate. That depends upon the condition of the animal, whether it is a lactating one, it is a dry one, it is a pregnant one, late pregnancy, first trimester or third trimester. On the basis of that, we'll be calculating the concentrate. And the basic funda for nutrition is if a buffalo is producing 7 liters of milk, then the green will do. And a cattle will also producing 7-8 liters, then green will do. But with 5 or 7 liters of milk, we cannot sustain the dairy farming. So that means we need to give more energy, more concentrate, then and then the milk production will increase. So see, the concentrate is very, very important for the lactating animals. Then proper watering, good quality water should be free access, should be available. Then there should not be any stress if there is summer. Summer is a really troublesome. There is temperature, then these months, then humidity. That's why we say we should look for the THI, that is temperature humidity index. Today I can say the temperature is just 32, but it is behaving like 44 because there is a lot of humidity. So that is a really troublesome, especially for the crossbred cattle. And for buffaloes it's okay. That's why the buffaloes go into the pond. Those are wallow animals. They want to be in the water. They want to be in the water. That's why they go to the ponds. And that's why we in Hindi say gai bhais pani mein, gai maj tobech. That's the reason, because its color is black. It absorbs lot of energy, lot of heat, and we cook the food. That's that tawa. That's the pan that is black one, that absorbs lot of heat. That's why the buffalo absorbs lot of heat. That's why it goes in the water. It has to cool down. It has to keep its temperature down. In summer months, buffaloes come into the heat early in the morning, and no farmer is going early in the morning at 3, 4 or 5 looking for the heat signs. And when he visits, the heat is already gone. The intensity of heat is less, the duration of heat is also less. So buffaloes, we say, the farmers say branded heat is a seasonal animal. It is not a seasonal animal. All the time, all the year, it is coming into heat, but its time is changing, and we have to change. The owner has to change to the heat of the animals. Interestingly, under Indian conditions, there are a lot of the yeast detection aids are available in the country. Those are the costly sign. Even we can go for this CCTV and we can monitor and sitting in our bedroom. But that is costly things. Our dairy farming is totally different. The 80 to 85% of the animals are being reared by small marginal farmers, and the dairy farming is their livelihood. So that is not possible. Under Indian condition, what I suggest to a organized dairy farmers is, you are keeping an animal attendant fixed salary of 10,000 rupees. That's okay. Then you can have a understanding. You can have a understanding with that. If you detect any animal into heat, we will pay you 100 rupees more. So all the time, 24 hours, he'll be looking at the tails of the animal, the rear of the animal, looking for, not for the heat sign, but for his 100 rupee note. So that is a good management. So our dairy farmer has to be good manager. If that one animal is detected into heat, we have spent 100 rupees. But if it settles down, that means we are saving 10,000 rupees by missing that heat. So that's also, that's why we say the people go for management degrees. All management we have to precise our management, then and then we can have maximum work from our the attendants, whatever we are keeping, and we can improve upon our management system, and we can have maximum animals into heat. In a dairy farm, the around 60 to 70% animals should be lactating one, disease should be around 5%, and then the heat reduction should be more than 90%. Then the dairy farming will be successful. So in this way we can detect the heat, we can manage the animals, and we can have the dairy farming make it profitable.
So at last, sir, any suggestion from your side or any message for the farmers for optimal reproduction?
Yeah, I usually there are 5 golden rules for having profitable dairy farming. First is the management, and in management, nutrition is very much important. Second is the record keeping, keep the record of each and every animal. Then the animal, our herd should be disease free and stress free. And lastly, the fifth golden principle is look for the heat, detect the heat yourself or with the help of your animal attendant paying something more compared to in addition to his salary, then and then we will be able to catch the animals into heat, and we will be able to do the AI, and subsequently the dairy farming, there will be calf and milk, and the dairy farming will move in forward direction.
Okay, sir. So thank you so much, sir, for sharing such a valuable information with all of us. This will surely going to help our budding veterinarians and farmers also. So thank you so much for joining us and
Thank
your
you.
time, sir.
Yeah, thank you, Dr. Rana, for making the queries so that we could cover the reproduction, especially for our young veterinarians and the farmers, so that they can understand and act according to that. Thank you very much.